Today we're going to be taking a look at the best hitch options for your 2013 Nissan Titan. Up top here we're going to have a Draw-Tite. It's going to be a Class 3 hitch, and then right below that we're going to have another Class 3, but it's going to be a Curt hitch. If it were me looking for a hitch, I would go with the Draw-Tite just because it is going to have a few minor differences and features that the Curt's not going to have. But let's take a closer look at both of our hitches. So right off the bat, if we look at our two hitches, we can see that they're going to share a very similar design to them. The hitch is going to sit right below the bumper, and the main part we're going to see though is the receiver tube. And both of our hitches are going to be pretty close to being flush with the bumper. Since both of our hitches are Class 3, they're each going to have a 2" by 2" receiver tube opening and have a really wide variety of accessories that we can mount up. And the way we're going to mount any of our accessories is to the hitch pin hole here on the side. Each one of our hitches are going to accept a standard 5/8 pin and clip, which are not included, but you can pick them up here at etrailer.com. On the Draw-Tite, you will notice that there's going to be a second hole closer to the receiver tube opening. That's going to be exclusively for the J-pin stabilization device. And the way that's going to work is the threaded end is going to go into our hitch pin hole, and then the curved J part is going to come in and apply pressure to our accessory. Once we put on the occluded nut, we'll tighten everything down, and that's going to squeeze the accessory in and make sure it doesn't rattle around and make any noise. Now the J-pin is also a locking device, so it'll keep the accessory secure. So if you're going to be using your hitch for a bike rack or a cargo carrier, that's a really nice option to have, especially if the accessory doesn't have a built-in anti-rattle itself. If you're going to be towing with your hitch, then you really want to know what the weight capacity is going to be. Now both of our hitches are going to have identical weight capacities. They're going to have a 600-pound tongue weight, which is the maximum downward force at the receiver tube, along with a 6,000-pound gross trailer weight rating. That's how much they can pull, including the trailer and everything we have loaded on it. Each one of our hitches is rated for use with weight distribution systems as well, and that's going to be a separate component that's mounted on your trailer. That's going to bump the tongue weight up to 1,000 pounds and the gross trailer weight rating up to 10,000 pounds. Now with all those numbers, you should always double check your Titan's owner's manual and never exceed the manufacturer's recommended weight. And one thing Draw-Tite has done is they realized that whenever you are towing, you're going to need wiring for your trailer. So they went ahead and mounted this bracket just to the left of the receiver tube towards the driver's side. That way we can mount up a 4, 5, 6, or 7-way plug and have a spot to mount it up. Now we still can with the Curt, but we're going to have to pick up a bracket separately. As far as installation goes, both of our hitches are going to install identically. We're not going to have to cut or drill anything, and we're not even going to have to lower our spare tire down. We're simply going to have 3 mounting points on each side that's going to use factory weld nuts in the frame. So to sum everything up, both of our hitches are going to be a good choice for your Titan. The only main difference is that our Draw-Tite is going to allow us to use that J-pin and have that built-in bracket. And that'll finish up your look at the best hitch options for your Nissan Titan.